Easy pay is $26. J448407 is your item number. Okay, up next, this is going to be the feather cuff that I showed earlier. It's J437645. This is drenched in sterling silver. I'm talking about 26 grams of sterling silver that you have here. We only have 150 of these to remain, and that is it. There's so much movement in such a solid piece that is what like immediately catches my eye here. And then I saw this done with, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Pat James Mentry maybe, who said Jill Bauer used to always do this, and it was to just throw it on the table to hear that sterling silver. So let's let it drop in here. I'm gonna drop this right now. Oh yeah, it doesn't make that noise unless it is filled with sterling silver. And this has 26 grams. What a gorgeous piece to have. I mean, this truly, Caroline, I feel like this just encompasses American West all in one piece.
This is like sculpture, Justin.
Yeah.
It really is, because again, of course, a mold was made for this. Look at how each feather is unique. And let me quickly give you the story and the significance of the feathers, because the Native Americans believed feathers were sacred, because the eagles were able to fly so close to the heavens, and the birds were able to fly so close to the heavens, that if you found a feather, that was considered a conduit for your prayer, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, to communicate them up to the heavens. And that's why you see in Native ceremonies, they used feather, they made fans out of feathers.
Wow.
So very, very important symbol in the world of the Native Americans. Thank you for turning that around like that. The beauty of the cup is that you have that open work there. But on the top of this, Justin, it would have been so much easier for us just to have done a solid piece. Look at the negative space in there that separates these three feathers. Look how each feather is different and has a little bit of a different shape and a little bit of a different length. Very organic, incredible detail. And that's what I say makes our jewelry different from others. This is not something that it's just, we want to do mass production. We have an artist design this.
Oh, well,
this
you
is
can
a
tell.
piece of artwork.
I mean, this is, you don't find anything else like this, right? You come to QVC to be able to get these beautiful pieces of artwork. I love the ridging on the top of it. It looks like the nice thing about this is no matter which way you look at it, it's a little bit different from every single angle. And that's what I want you to keep in mind as you're getting this piece and you're wearing it. You know, I take a look at this and I immediately go to the people in my life that I feel like I would know who would wear this. To me, this is country club chic, right? This is where you're going to put this on. You're going to go out for that afternoon lunch. Maybe you have a Long Island iced tea while you're there. That's totally up to you. But it's that little piece that you can go ahead and you can just throw right on. And then it just brings so much personality to wherever it is that you're wearing it. Now, we have 3 different sizes that are available. This, if you can help instruct us, this one would be a little bit small on me. I think I have the average. I would probably be going with the large. But the small, we only have about 20. The average, 100 of them. And in the large, a little bit under 30 to go around. Also, totally could stack it, right? Like, it's okay to be up against other things.
Oh, I have it stacked with the bracelet we had earlier with the, rhodochrosite. This is how you wear them. So definitely. And where would you go? What store would you go into, Justin, where you would be able to get a cup in 3 different sizes? Right. We do that here. American West does that. QVC does that. So you usually know if you're a small, medium, or a large. And I'm going to say 6 to 7 or, 6 to 6 to 6 3/4 is usually small, and I think the medium goes up to 7.5, and above 7.5 is a large. So that cup does give you the ability to make adjustment though on the bottom here. Okay. So easy on, easy off. This is a statement piece, Justin. This is a piece you will have for years in hand. Yes, that's how I am wearing mine.
Totally stack it up. I think it looks great being able to do it like that. You know what kind of reminds me of? I feel like I've seen people with tattoos that go around their arm with feathers like this. I feel like I've seen that before. And If you've ever
Yes.
contemplated getting a tattoo like that, but you're like, you know what, I don't know if I'm gonna want that forever, you get this instead. Because one, it's $199.98, and you can take it off if you wanted to. So that's great. Tattoo, you're stuck with it forever. This is an easy payment of just $40 a month. It's J437645. Easy on, easy off. You are wearing a sculpture. Like, let's keep that in mind for a second. When you bring this at home, you are putting on a piece of artwork that people are going to stop you, compliment you, ask you where you got it. It is customer top rated. It comes boxed with the romance card as well. You have 26 grams of that sterling silver that's in here. So it's an amazing investment piece to be able to bring it home. And it's being done with that prayer feather. So it's got so much meaning behind it. What about the care and maintenance of this, Carol-Ann? Can I wear this every single day? Can I take a shower with this on? Or should we follow a certain guideline?
So first of all, I wear this almost every day, Justin. This is my go-to bracelet. And here's what we always like to say. It's the last thing you put on after your hairspray, after your creams. You know, you don't want to put this on with any creams on your arm. And it's the first thing you take off. Please don't put this in chemicals. This has been oxidized.
Okay.
All you need is a polishing cloth, and that's what you do. You polish this with a polishing cloth. But, you know, we always try to say keep away from chemicals, keep away from sprays and things of that nature. This is a unisex bracelet. This is male. This is female. I love this because, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't want to commit to a gemstone color, you know what I mean? Or you're saying, I have all lapis, I don't want to go into turquoise. Get this, because this ties everything together with no gemstone. But it is so, I love the detail in the spine of the feather and all the little feathers themselves, how they're not all even, you know, how some are separated, how some are together, just like a real feather. And then, of course, that open work, that negative space in the top.
You made a great point about the gemstone with this. I love that it is just the sterling silver, but look what you can do. I now and I'll push this up, I picked out the ring that has that golden mother of pearl. And look at how now you want that little pop of color. Right. You can match it with a ring so that you get that there. You see how it ties perfectly together. Maybe you want to do a bracelet with that instead, but let's show the, oh, did I just? Yep, I just dropped that on the ground. Okay, sorry. I was going to show you the. Let me get up to get it here in a second. Wow, I'm just tossing everything all over today. If I'm going to change up the personality here quickly by going to that the Sleeping Beauty turquoise and showing how now you saw that I went from the golden mother of pearl. Here it is with that Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It completely changes the look and the personality. So I love that you don't have to commit to the gemstone here, but you can go ahead and play with it over here on this. $199.98. That is the item number. It is customer top rated. 26 grams of sterling silver. You're bringing it home. J437645. Your easy payment is just $40 a month, and that is it in order to bring home this beautiful piece of art. Okay. One more item in the show. In fact, it's the one that I literally just threw on the other side of the set. It is our Sleeping Beauty ring. This has